Definitely not drunk.
Oh no, I am drunk.
No, I am too. Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and today we are going to be talking about whether or not we can make Stella Artois at home.
Not in a green bottle.
Not in a green bottle, no. Not in a green bottle, but in a keg or any kind of bottle.
Yeah, well, it was your book that got us onto this.
It was, yeah. We got this book from like the 70s called Brew Beers Like Those You Buy. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen now. It's going to look great. It's by a guy called David Lyne, and he was an avid home brewer. He actually took homebrewing forward more than a lot of other people have, because
Homebrewing legend, really. Especially
really, yeah, he really was. Yeah, so he published this book, and it really opened doors for a lot of people. And there was a huge amount of recipes of commercial beers in this book where you could try and make that beer at home. He died at a very young age.
Yeah.
This is one of his beers. We tried his Stella Artois recipe. You can see that, you can try it yourselves. There might be some things that surprise you about this recipe actually, because when I looked at it, as a big Stella fan.
You are Mr. Stella.
I'm an advocate of Stella Artois. I love that beer.
It's your go-to beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. You know, if I can't get something that's...
It's not lager for me, Stella Parman. Yours is Stella.
Always Stella, yeah. And the thing I was surprised about is I've always known Stella as a beer that was with SARS. Always SARS. SARS. His recipe had SARS and Hallertau. Now, I didn't think that Hallertau had a place in Stella, but we stuck to the recipe, thought we'll give it a go, because for us it was a first attempt to make Stella at home.
Well, we'd done the OBL Oyster Boys Lager, which was basically the Peroni, the red label Peroni based beer, and it was fantastic. So we went, well, he clearly knows what he's talking about, let's see what else is on this thing, and we didn't really have anyone else that give us a clear-cut recipe for Stella other than him. So we went, well, what have we got to lose?
Yeah.
We're going to make beer. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah. So we made this, and just so you all know, this has been in a keg which has travelled from my house to Benny's house today.
So it's a bit cloudier than usual, but we have seen it clear cut.
A lot
like
clearer.
Stella.
Yeah, but you know, this isn't the only time we're going to make this. This is a work in progress beer, because ultimately I want to nail Stella at home.
Yes, that's fair.
I want to nail Stella in my house.
Yeah.
That's a good start. So let's start off with the looks of this beer. I mean, like we say, it's a bit cloudy.
It's a bit cloudy, but it's a shame really, because we both had this on our draft system and it's been clear as anything, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not for vegans, sorry. We have put gelatin in it.
Yeah.
We didn't put Irish moss in because I forgot. I think it's unfair. I think if viewers viewed that's not a haze from
it's
wheat
not,
or anything. That's just been chucked.
And also, this is not a beer that if you bought it in a bar, you wouldn't send that beer back, would you?
Not if it's Stella, I would.
If you'd ordered Stella, you would.
If I'd ordered Stella, I would. But no, not if I can still get some sort of haze work on the front. But it's unfair because we know what it's like. But I can only view it on what I'm seeing, and it's supposed to be like...
Yeah, and I'd rather we be critical of our own beers.
Yes.
The same as we are with everyone else's. So I probably wouldn't give this higher than a 6. I'd probably give this a 5.6.
Yeah.
5.6 on the looks. It doesn't look great. Let's be 100% honest. It doesn't look fantastic.
I was going to give it 5.7 because I know how good it was. I know how it was clear as night before shaking it about. But we're true to our word. And if we give extra points to ourselves,
that's not really fair, is it?
Not. Do you want to read any of the brewer's notes? Because I've now employed a chalkboard in the
on the seabed.
On the seabed. So if you wanted to read it, so we're now on what would it be?
Where are we now? We're on the 27th of November. So we brewed this on the 16th of October.
Yes.
We kegged it on the 3rd of November.
What did we keg it at? When we fermented it, what temperature?
We fermented at 13 degrees, and we used the W34/70 SAF lager yeast. Yeah, and it's a proper lager yeast as well. You know, you can get
bottom fermented.
Yeah, it's a bottom fermented yeast. Yeah, you can get some other yeast that say, oh, you know, it ferments at ale temperatures, but no, this is a proper lager yeast. It's got to be cold. You got to store it for a while. We tried it first of all on the 7th of November. I said it was malty.
No,
I said it was green. I said it was
unless
green.
we roll reverse. You said it was green. I rang you as an ace. I said I tasted the beer, tasted it, and you went,
it's green.
It's green, and I went, it's malty for me, and you went, give it time.
Yeah. After we kept this in the keg in the fridge for a number of weeks.
Yeah. My keg was kept at 4 degrees for a while it was lagering.
Yeah. It tasted great, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
you can taste the evolution every week. Just a small glass for breakfast.
Yeah. Just 12 small glasses. Yeah.
After your omelette, small glass. We give a look for Starlight. So the smell.
Smell. Okay.
I'm getting a lot of malt.
Yeah, I am. I would have thought, you know, again, this is like a recipe out of a book, and I know that if I try and sniff an actual can of Stella or a pint of Stella, you get a really forward smell of Saaz hops. A lot of people say, oh, that beer's skunked. It's skunked.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. It's just that's the smell of Saaz. That is the smell of Stella Artois. And that isn't in this. I think this beer, this clone recipe, needs more, you know, zero minute hops.
Flame out. Yeah.
Flame out hops. Just to purely get aroma.
It's very...
There's not a lot there, is there? There's no...
It's all malt and maybe the 10% hint of Hallertau or something like that. Just
but it just needs more...
It's not hard. It's not Saaz.
It needs more Saaz right at the end. That's what this beer needs, is more Saaz right at the end. I think Stella Effort version 2.0 will be more Saaz right at the end to try and get that almost what people will call skunked smell.
That's fair. And I agree with that because it is slightly malty.
Having said that,
would I give it a bad review?
I wouldn't give it a bad review. It doesn't smell bad.
I'd
probably give it a 6.
Yeah,
around 6.
Bad. It still smells delicious. It still smells like a beer I want to drink. Yeah, okay, it's like, but it's not known for its hops. It's not like smelling a New England IPA and thinking I should be getting stone fruits. I'm not getting that. I'm getting what we had when we did the Oktoberfest beers. So for me, I would give it a 6.2.
Okay, good one.
And I think that's fair.
And now we're going to look at the most important bit out of any Oyster Score.
I don't understand how dry my mouth is waiting for this.
Cheers.
Cheers. That is...
It tastes mega.
Refreshing. How refreshing is that? You know when you get when it's a summer's day and you're so hot and you just cut the grass and you open that first bottle of beer and it's gone. Yeah, that was like refreshing. It's winter and I get that from that.
Yeah. And what I would say is, if any of you people watching this video are homebrewers and you're bottling your beer or you're using a king keg or any other pressure keg and you're thinking, oh, maybe I should get a corny setup, maybe I should get a corny system, please just do it. Just do it. Because draft beer at home,
it's
out of this world. It really is out of this world.
It's carbonated, but when you drink it, it's not like a bottle of Coca-Cola and it frosts up the back of your mouth.
Yeah, this is the carbonation tight inside. It's close.
Yeah, it's the carbonation's spot on. That's more just us getting it bob on, really.
That's just...
Well, it is. I mean, it tells you what carbonation said. But into flavour, it is a bit malty for me. It's on the slight malt, but you said that you said it needs a touch more hops.
Yeah, it does. But this is like I said, it's version 1.
Yes, version 1. It needs a but. Oh my god. I could drink that till the sun goes down. So
it's a mega beer. This is a mega beer. I would never be disappointed if I ordered this as a pint in a pub. I would be so pleased.
But there's nowhere to hide when you make lagers. There's nowhere to hide. We can't hide behind a stone fruit flavour or a certain hop.
No.
There's minimal hoppage. It's pure flavour, and the maltiness has come down because we probably a minute turn of the screw has not been turned. You know.
I would say the bitterness is spot on. It doesn't need to be any more bitter. It's just the back end stuff that you need the aroma. You need to you need to open the bottle or pour the pint, and you need to be able to just smell the hops.
Yeah.
You know, and just taste it a little bit more. There's nothing to do with the bitterness. The bitterness is perfect.
Yeah.
But it's just the aroma, and we can sort that in the next iteration of this. But this time, flavour-wise,
it's not going to hit the eights for me.
no, it's falling short. I mean, it's probably a 7.2 because you know it's a good lager.
I would
but it's not the best beer that I've had. It's not blowing me away. It's not knocking you off the chair. It's not going to be in the 8s. It's not going to be near the 8s. It's a 7.2.
Mine was skipping over the 7.5 to 7.6. It was skipping over that next level. Partly because I know that the potential's there, and I really think that the home brewers, like we all could have a Stella Recipe. But the thing is, it's been in the archive for 50 years, and also, I mean, the only reason you give it to me was because I said, give me all your books that I've got to homebrew, and you just give me everything at the bottom. My lad kept pulling it out, and I found Lowenbrow, and the next page was Stella.
Louvenbroy.
And it's, but you flick through the recipes and you think there's no way that's going to be equal that, but God,
it's a good starting point. It's a really good starting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that it goes to show, you know, you might find something in a book from 30 years ago, 40 years ago,
50 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a good place to start.
Yeah.
It's a good place to start.
When we have our Hall of Fame book, Dave Lyon is going straight on the wall.
Yeah. What an absolute hero that guy was. Okay, price-wise.
Well, it cost us £19 for the whole kit, and that was a 25 litre.
So this beer costs 43 pence per pint.
That's quick maths.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, yes, we have to work on the homebrew scale because we can't compare the price of our homemade Stella to actual Stella or to any other commercial beer and blah 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 and all that shit.
The average homebrew comes out for us from 120 to 80p. It's just nearly half that.
It is nearly half that, but maybe that's because we need more hops and that's the expensive bit in homebrew.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But yeah, but for this beer, forget about everything else. For this beer, 43 pence a pint. How do you feel? Because I feel good.
It's going to break the boundaries again.
This has got to be a 9.6.
9.2 for me.
Yeah. Is such a price.
9.2.
Perfect. Price perfect.
Yes, it is. For what you get for the homebrew, for the effort. Obviously, we can't include the gear, but compared to the other stuff and compared to what you get on the market, that's
a good beer. That's a good beer. And then
we can't wait till we turn that screw and get it to perfection.
When
we could have a 10. I feel that this has the potential to get a 10.
I'd be excited. I'd be excited if I get a 10.
I would be.
And then the last thing we have to look at this beer is sessionability. and I've drank a lot of this.
It's, for me, 8.5, and if that hop ratio was right, it would be a 9, but it's not, and it's an 8.5. I can still drink a lot of them. I could come in here into the oyster shell, and I could just sit here and suck that all day long.
Yeah, I think I might break the boundary on the sessionability. Yeah, because
it's been a day of boundary making, hasn't it? We've had some good beers.
It really has. You know, I think I could do 9 of these.
Wow.
Because
do you think you could do 10 if the balance was right? Who knows? You have to balance it right. You have to taste it first.
Yeah, I can't comment on what I haven't had.
Yes, exactly.
Right, but I definitely think of 9 of these. So I'm just going to go dead 9.
Wow.
And that's it. So
we've done a good beer.
That is a good beer. That is a really, really, really good beer. I've enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed every little sip.
Yes. It's been well. We certainly pretty enjoyed it. We've done one free bite to make sure it's clear as we can get it as it is to go.
Yeah, but I suppose all we need to say now is thanks for watching.
Yes.
Like and subscribe.
Oysters out.